I mean, it is a little bit more of a running club.
Yeah, for sure. You're not, this is something I'm not gonna flight in and stop to, you know,
Not drop like a 7
3
or
feet,
an 8
yeah.
iron, yeah, that's for sure. I don't mind that though for people to have a club in the bag that they can flight down. I think that's a good option to have, I really do. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, Michael, be careful how I word this, we're taking a dive into your bag. We're going to see what clubs have made their way into this lovely vessel vehicle that you've got.
Yeah, see how be interesting to see if there's any tweaks made. This is like a free fitting.
No, I don't like where you're going with this.
This is quite good.
We're here to establish what's in it, not what's going in it.
We'll make a few changes.
See where you're going. All right, there have been a few changes, not too many.
No.
I feel like when you change your irons, it's kind of like the boat I've found myself in this year. Like I've not changed my irons and wedges really, other than upgraded from SM9s to 10s. And I've been in my T150s and T2s since last June. So that's 10 of the clubs I use.
Yeah.
Putter hasn't changed. So it's just really the top end of the bag, and you've kind of kept the irons the same, but, well, for the most part, you've got a couple of wee sneaky changes.
A couple little changes, but nothing crazy. Honestly, with the irons as good as they are, I've not thought of changing anything. Like everything just feels fine. Wedges, putter did change for a second, but that's it. And then, yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I see you're actually back to the blade.
Yeah, I played it yesterday. It's quite good. Quite good.
Did change for a second.
Yeah, it did change for a second.
Okay, all right. You'll see that in the video later this week. All right, start as Michael at the top. In fact, why don't we grab the bag? Let's bring it over.
Okay.
Okay. Head covers are off.
Head covers are off.
TSR3 still in the bag. New shaft.
New shaft. I changed this when we played at Streamsong.
Yep.
Tensei 1K white, 50S, A2 setting, weight in the heel. I mean, it's been pretty good. You'll see in a video this week of hitting it outside. I like the flight. It can still, you know, obviously I'm still going to hit it out of the heel, but it's almost like that flatter heel flight, which, I mean, it protects me. The ball still runs out. It doesn't spin to the moon and not go anywhere, which I like. So been impressed with that change. Easier to release for me than when I played Ventus Blue. That's all.
Is that right? That's been the biggest change. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've messed with drivers with you in here this year and tested different things, but outdoors, that's a really good driver.
It's a really good driver. Yeah, okay. I can catch it high on the face and a low spin, so it goes nice and far.
It does go far.
Well, far enough. Old Faithful.
Favorite club in the bag?
Favorite club in the bag, yeah. Because, I mean, where I play, I can use it off certain tees.
You hit this thing well.
We only have 2 par 5s, so it puts me in play. We've got a super long par 3 if it's into the wind. I've had to hit 3-wood off that tee, so yeah. TZ6, 70 M4. I've gotten the upright and 1 lower, and yeah, I love this thing. This thing is, I hope it doesn't cave or anything because it'll be tough to get out of my bag.
I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah. I think you'll be fine.
Well, you never know. And then 5-wood.
Let somebody else borrow it.
I ditched the 7-wood. Was fun while it lasted, but not that fun. And went to TSR2 18-degree A1 setting with TB 80 stiff because it's short. It's 41 and a half. So it's a shorter 5-wood, but again, I hit this thing pretty good. I act like, or use it like it's a hybrid. Smash it out of rough and stuff like that. It's just got the black weight in there. Yeah, it's quite good. I don't even know what that weighs.
+2.
With the 7-wood gone, and that Mizuno hybrid gone, it's not bad, that Mizuno hybrid. The 4 irons back in the bag with a DI 95 stiff.
You've made more changes than me. I get the reputation for being the club ho.
Yeah, I've not made more changes than you. You forced the hybrid change. Anyways, this is good. This plays 4 iron length though. So DI 95 at 4 iron length, which I like.
Hold the bus.
Change, okay. Nothing. I know.
What's with the multicolored grips?
I know, you know what? Our inventory was a wee bit off. It's all black. Oh, geez. It's all black from down here.
The intention is for it to be black.
But you know what? See? Black. Thank God the 5-iron was black flag. Because the 4-iron's back in the bag, I put the 5-iron back in the bag. We were at Cabot Citrus Farms and we were all hitting balls on the range, and I hit your 4-iron. Your 4-iron has a 105-gram shaft or 100-gram shaft in it. So I put a MODUS 105 in this.
Much better,
Yeah, might be the second favorite club in the bag.
Nice transition that. So sort of 80-gram shaft in your 5-wood, a little 95.
Yeah.
Oh, big boy.
Yeah, strong.
In the 4-iron, a 105 in the 5-iron, and then obviously into the MODUS 120s in the irons. I like that.
MODUS 120s and the T150s, and that goes to wedge.
Okay.
And then the latest addition.
It's a lot of changes.
It's not a lot of changes. I've played Artisan for a while, so I reordered the 50 and the 55, and then I got the 60 made to a wedge that I've had for a long time that I loved. And yeah, I've enjoyed these. A little bit of pre-worn leading edge to them, and they spin like crazy, very little offset. And the shafts I play, DG spinners.
Wedge Plus?
Wedge Plus, yeah. At standard length, though. So my irons are 1/2 inch under. I've tried wedges at 1/2 inch under. I don't know, too short. And then I play the wedges now at standard length.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about your grinds, sort of why you like that pre-war sort of in the pre-wear in the front.
Yeah.
What's that for?
I mean, for tighter lies around the green, I just feel like I can get underneath the ball really nicely. I think with the 60, it's taken me a while to get used to it. I get under the ball a little too much.
Right.
And it's probably technique as well, but it slides under the ball pretty quickly and then comes up a bit short. So I've been playing a lot more 55 around the greens. But again, that pre-worn gets me through some long rough and stuff like that, so.
We're seeing more of this. TaylorMade have a really nice version of this in that T-dub, where it's got the pre-worn leading edge. It's got the fullness of the sole through the middle, and then it's got the trail edge relief that blends and wraps around the toe. I really like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
Great
like
out of the bunker too. 10 degrees of bounce. 10 degrees of bounce on everything. The 55's 12 degrees.
55, 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Love
the big. Play a Pro V1X. We did enough ball testing over the winter, and I thought, well, maybe TP5X, maybe a Chrome Soft, but no. Pro V1X is the ball, and it will continue to be the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hit some.
Oh, geez.
All right, Mikey.
Okay.
60 degree. What's your repertoire with this? What do you like to do, and where do you cut it off?
I mean, mainly around the greens. I don't love a full shot with these. To be honest with you, I think right now it is a bit of technique. I've struggled with wedges the last couple months. Not awful, but just not what I'm used to in a way. So I've went away from a full 60 shot, and I would hit like a 55, kind of like a sawed-off little shot. I think it's easier. It's almost think like hip to hip in a way, and it flights nicer and spins a bit more. But I can hit a full shot. It's probably more technique than anything.
Let's go to 50 yards. Let's see what it's going to do at 50. Lovely. Little slidey one.
Yeah.
Premium, 8600 and spin. That's a lot.
Yeah. Honestly, the first week I put these in play, I took them to the Carolinas, and it was like dewy morning, so you get a little bit of moisture on the faces.
Yeah.
I was spinning wedges off, like, I've never spun wedges like that. So, again, we did a thing with, like, oil on the face from raw wedges. They were full of oil when I was using them, but they were spinning like crazy, so who knows? A bit hard. It was spinny.
Yeah, lots of spin. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Okay, grab your 55 for me.
Okay. 50 yards?
50, yeah. Same shot. Maybe just feel you're going to land this a little shorter rather than flighting it quite as far. Nice. Good. Two more just like that. Good. Really good. Okay, so the reason I wanted you to hit those two sort of shots, we play a lot of golf together, and your distance control with that 60 at times around the greens, you can kind of come up a bit short.
Yeah, a lot short, yeah.
So we always talk about the launch angle should be about half of the loft. Your launch angle just gets a little excessively high with the 60. And let's see, angle attack. So you're a little bit across it, a little bit down. So what I see you doing is you kind of float in that 60. Actually, I mean, quite useful, but the 6.5 degrees of angle of descent change really changes the behavior of the golf ball when it hits the green. So I think that would serve you much better, much more often. 28 degrees of launch.
Or a little 50-yarder.
50-yarder and just kind of like skip it in there. Like that one you almost hold a second ago. I mean, that's probably not going to nip up as much as that. It's probably actually going to nip and then release a little bit.
Okay.
You're going to hold it, you know, if that's the case. You're never really going to hold it if it's going in and obviously, you know, it just jams the brakes on as soon as it hits the green. There's a time and a place where that's great, but, you know, front pins, things like that. But I much prefer that 55-degree club for this one.
Okay.
All right, let's get into your wedges. Let's get irons. Let's kind of maybe grab a mid-iron.
Guinea. Get away with it.
Yeah, a really good sound off these irons.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been hitting these really nicely the last few times we've been playing.
Honestly, like I've played enough golf with them that I've got a lot of confidence behind them. They feel bigger than they look. So there's tons of help, tons of confidence boosting, which is nice.
That little pull is your shot, Mikey.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, generally speaking, your aim on the golf course is a little bit right. Yeah. And you kind of just, you do exactly this, which is just pull it back all out, which is absolutely fine because you do it well and often.
Yeah, I mean, the strike, you look at that, it's left. The strike feels great.
Yeah. It's just in here, when you set up pretty square, you actually aim a lot straighter, so you're not making the compensation that you do on the golf course.
Okay.
Maybe just make that little...
Aim a bit more right?
More right. I feel like you're going to aim that into the right half of the green. Nicely done. Sound is nice and crispy.
Yeah. And these irons, out of anything rough, geez, fescue's up right now on the golf course. So easy to hit. They work everywhere, which is nice.
Okay, show me some of these new long irons. So if you're hitting, that's flying 167, going out to 170. Perfect, right on the money.
The trick is with this 5-iron is ball position. If I got it in the right place, it's amazing. If it sneaks a little too far back on me, it's just, I mean, I know it's not the club, but it's me. But I get to catch it high in the face, and it doesn't really go anywhere.
Absolutely flushed. You've got more spin than I've seen you have for quite a while, which is a good thing. You know, almost 5,000 of spin.
Yeah, it's nice.
With a 5-iron, it's kind of why we went away from long irons with you in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously in a bite size comparison, but there's your 7 and your 5.
Yeah,
you know, and certainly the first one, your 5 is apex above your 7. So it's really nice to see.
That's nice. Just high in the face.
Okay. Excellent. As far as long irons go, I mean, these are as good as anything out there, really, aren't they?
I mean, simple, easy. It feels good. It looks good.
It does.
Yeah, I like it.
It ticks every box.
4-iron?
Yeah, let's see the 4. Yeah. All right, Mikey, talk to me about your 4-iron. This is a good little weapon for you.
Yeah, this is the thing I like about this. Well, we'll see in a second, but outside it seems to flight high enough where it doesn't come in like what a driving iron would, and I don't need a driving iron by any means, but this is just a 4-iron, a fraction longer than standard length.
Half, quarter?
Half over. Half. It's just and lighter obviously than what's in my current iron, so just seems easy to use, like a hybrid basically. Right. So.
I mean, it is a little bit more of a running club.
Yeah, for sure. You're not. This is something I'm not gonna flight in and stop to. You know,
It's dropping like a 7
3
or
feet,
an 8
yeah.
iron. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't mind that though for people to have a club in the bag that they can flight down. I think that's a good option to have. I really do.
I think the other thing with this too, you said like if I miss it off the tee, hit a bad drive or whatever, hit 3-wood off the tee and don't hit it great, this can kind of run you up the fairway without being, again, I'm not long, but without being crazy long or putting you in trouble. So
yeah,
I do like it.
Okay, give me your best of with this one. That was nice. That was nice, Michael.
Yeah.
Yep, 205 in the carry
Yeah.
with a little bit of chase.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was 200 carry on any day, it's what I need, really.
I mean, if we go back to probably some point last year when we took this club out your bag, you can kind of see why, in a sense of just, you know, it's a bit lower. It kind of can just run and scoot a little bit. So in indoor, like, there's always probably an argument that this club is on the edge of really being that useful, but I think you're finding it quite useful in the golf course. Is that fair?
I mean, the last 3 were the awful swings, so, you know, obviously it doesn't help, but yeah, I like it. I will not put a hybrid back in the bag.
No, you're happy enough with having the option. Okay, jump into 5-wood. It was a bit of a head scratcher there for a second. 41 and a half, so an inch short. 80 grams shaft. You've only added 2 grams to the head, and it's at D5, heavy.
Yeah, when we got fit for T150s, my fitter asked me, he's like, anything else you want to try? I'm like, well, don't mind if I do. So we tried some stuff. He built a 5-wood short with a Ventus Red 7S in it.
Right.
And I think they probably added some hot melt to that. That makes sense.
The head before sleeve is at 217.
Yeah.
So pretty heavy.
Okay.
What does this do? Carry wise. What are you comfortable with?
Yeah, I would say like kind of 215 outside, probably in around there.
Good looking flight that, but probably just a hair toy.
Yeah, toy. But all 3-wood, 5-wood are going to be out the toe. Driver's going to be out the toe. That's safety.
That's so good. Best one. 219 on the fly. That was really nice.
I know that's like, 219. I'm going to say, that's what it does all the time. But around 215, like if you see 220 out of it, great. That's awesome. But the one thing for me, what's that, 96 feet in the air? Like it goes plenty high. So I can use it kind of everywhere, which is nice.
And you know, do you ever flight it down? Do you ever?
I don't want to say, I can flight it up and down, but yes, there's times where I feel like I can play it a bit lower. Maybe it runs definitely. So it's a nice. I mean, it's a safety club. If I need to bunt something and just get it down the fairway, this does it for me. So.
And that's the benefit of having that shorter shaft, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was quite nice. That was very nice. 96 in the previous one, probably 80-ish on that one.
Yeah, Healy, a little Healy,
80.
but.
That's nice, Michael.
Yeah, got away with it. Cuddy.
But Healy?
Yeah.
Yeah, lost a bit of your speed on it. All right, move into that 3-wood for me. Did you ever have this in a 5-wood?
No.
No.
No. A bit draggy.
It's just, it works so well out there. All right, Mikey, big stick.
Yeah. This is where you just turn it off now, folks.
Talk to us a little bit about this, because obviously, like, there's the, I think the numbers that make it look like it's a weakness when on the golf course it's actually a strength.
I know. And honestly, like, I don't care what the numbers will say today right now. There's been time, like we played Thursday. There's some drives I hit. They go plenty far. They have nice flights. I played Saturday, plenty far. And don't get me wrong, I mishit it. But for some reason in here, and it's not an excuse, because we have thousands of clients that come indoors and they hit driver great and they hit driver great outside. It's me. It's a me thing. So driver indoors, I don't know. Some days it's pretty good, and then others days it's like 3 drives to get me out of here. So we'll see what today is. But yeah, this outside has been pretty good.
Okay. The speed journey that you were on.
Yeah.
What made you sort of kind of almost like stop chasing speed?
Laziness.
Was it?
When I hit bad drives inside, and I feel like, oh, the camera guys are watching, I'm wasting people's time. I hit it bad. And then with a speed journey, I hit drives indoors and it might be faster, but it's not what I want to see flight-wise. And I know that's completely the opposite of what you want to do. Like, who cares where it goes when you're doing a speed journey? I just got unmotivated and demoralized watching the ball flight.
I mean, yeah, I would say if that's kind of the case, because obviously there's value in doing it, there's no doubt about that, is do it outdoors. Do it at your driving range at your club. Take the sticks to the club and, you know, do your drills and then do 20 of the fastest drives, whether it's 4 sets of 5 or something like that. But it'd probably be good if that's the way you feel about it, that you don't like, that you look at the feedback like a negative and not a positive.
I know.
And then, like, just check in every 2 weeks. Where I'm at, okay, mark it down, see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. All right, try that. We're back.
More like you there.
Yeah.
Those are really nice launch conditions. That was
like
fantastic.
That there is something I see outside, and, you know, am I happy with 260 and 280 total? I mean, yeah, it gets me around. Would I like to be 275 and 290, yeah, sure.
But I mean, yes, as far as what you do on the golf course, I would say that's it.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. And it's pretty quick. Beauty. Absolute beauty.
Run.
Run.
Run, ball, run. Give me something positive to...
What more do you want? Look at those two little peas in a pod.
All right.
Nice work.
All right, that's the bag, folks.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah. How's your start to the season been?
Yeah, good. Like, I'm happy with it. I would say the last 6 rounds have been trending. Yeah, probably the best I've hit it in a while. Just need to work on some short game stuff. Get some reps under my belt and get comfortable with the wedges again. I kind of lost a bit of the comfort with, regardless of the wedge that was in, it's just lost comfort with it.
What's something that you sort of take to the golf course, whether it's a mindset or a strategy, something that you think that you could help people who maybe sort of recognize their game when they see you?
I would say, like, junior golf, and even up until the last few years, like, the amount of golf balls that I would lose in a round, like maybe 2 balls a round, right? Obviously that adds to your score, and you look at your scorecard in the end, you're like, may double there, you know, from a lost ball or something like that. So the lost ball prevention for me is kind of the one thing. Like, I find it like a little reward if I play a round of golf with the same ball. You know, I just chuck it out after or leave it in the bucket for the back shop guys. So for me, preventing losing golf balls, I think, is one way to, you know, shave some strokes off your game.
Definitely, without doubt. Keep those penalty shots down. Okay, what's the handicap at as of right now?
2 and change.
2 and a bit. Goals for the season?
Scratch. It's, I thought the other week, I was like, okay, I've played a lot of golf this year already, and very little time on the range. Yesterday was the 3rd time in the season that I've been to the range and actually hit golf balls. So I need to, throughout the week, at least 1 or 2 nights, is go hit golf balls and not see an empty tee box and, I'm going to go play, because that's what, you know, the course is empty most of the time, so it's enticing to go play, but just to go hit, you know, 25-7 irons would be the most practice I've done in the last 5 years anyway, so.
What would that do for you, though, that would benefit your game?
I think if you find it on the range, you get a few nice strikes. To me, mentally, that takes it to the golf course going, okay, I've hit this shot before. We have targets on the range. I pick a target. I get a lot more comfortable.
Routine,
yeah, confidence goes up with it. So, I think that would be, one thing you said to me a couple weeks ago is just go to the left side of the range and hit big draws kind of thing. And, I've done that twice and it's helped with certain things. So, yeah, just getting reps and being comfortable.
Excellent. Okay, well, that's Michael's bag set for the year, and I know you pretty well. There might be one change that comes later in the year, maybe June, July time. There might be a change.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't see much. We haven't looked at your putter.
Old Faithful.
Same as last year?
Same as last year. Nothing's changed. Bent Tri-Sole blade, sight dot. I did change the grip. I used the deep edge last year and I went to the ping grip. I dabbled with a Scotty Scheffler, Spider, Plumber's Neck. I liked it, but we did some testing here with a blade and we talked about some stuff and I went to the course, played with you on Thursday. I was like, okay, and then put the blade back in the bag for Saturday or for Sunday or for Saturday and putted what I thought was better, so.
It's interesting, a lot of people do that. You see you guys on tour all the time. I mean, how many times Dustin Johnson or Rory McIlroy, spider to blade, spider to blade, a lot of sort of jumping about. So just got to find that comfort zone, even if it's different styles of putters, finding the sort of confidence that's going to help you putt a little bit better is so important.
Definitely.
Anything in the bag that's in the other pockets, side pockets, anything you keep, any lucky trinkets, markers? Are you a creature of habit with anything? Tall boys?
No tall boys in there, that's for sure. Silver dollar to mark my golf ball, and then I keep another flat marker because people think it could get irritating. You have to putt over a silver dollar. But that's it. 2 T's in the right pocket, ball marker, away we go.
Very good. Footwear?
FootJoy has been a lot this year, which I like. Again, when we've traveled, I've worn FootJoy shoes. They've been the footwear of choice. You've
been wearing the new SL...
Pro SL
Carbon?
Yeah, I love them. Really comfy.
They are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, impressive.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that in the coming weeks as to sort of the importance of footwear and footwear really being a piece of your equipment and the benefits it could give you. So that's why I wanted to just touch on that quickly because I think both of us will be talking a little bit about that. So, a little teaser to what's coming in that.
Love it.
Very good, Michael. 14 clubs that probably are not changing. You'll probably dabble a little bit with a new driver later in the season. I think you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Good. All right, guys, hope you can take a little bit from that. Mikey pretty much has got himself to a point where he knows exactly what works. Dabbled in some things with higher lofted hybrids. Even the wedges that you've played were similar in spec to the ones you've got right now. Just maybe some subtle changes to the grinds
visually.
on the bottom and stuff like that. But other than that, you are pretty set with what you've got. So that is very, very important that Mikey then takes it to the golf course.
Yeah, and hopefully shoot a nice score.
Very good. Okay, guys, more to come and we will get to the golf course. You'll see more of us on the golf course. We've actually filmed a couple that we'll have in the bank and we'll hopefully do a few more once we can see you out there, Mikey boy, see these puppies in action.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Good stuff. All right, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.